Good evening.
Hello, it's Alzheimer's, What They Forget to Tell You, episode
23.
23.
Hi.
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 We're back. Bill!
Oh.
Hello. How are you? Nice to see you back. Hope you guys are good. Okay, so let's just jump right in and get into the meat and potatoes.
I can't
She's
believe.
sleeping. She's sleeping today.
No, my back is hurting.
Aw. Could it be this weather? This weather from HE double hockey sticks?
No, it could be old age.
No, you're not old.
I woke up like this.
Ish.
What?
You're like young.
No.
No, you're like Jimish. You're like youngish.
No, I'm like almost 50-ish.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
you know, 50's young.
50's the new, what, 30?
Yes.
Right, okay. I'm okay with that.
So,
Hi,
good evening.
Susan.
Hello, Susan, and welcome back. We are back again, and we are here
Hi, Ivan.
on the day after of National Caregiver Day.
Yes.
That was yesterday, April 3rd.
Yes, it was National Caregiver Day, so they did a campaign and they asked a few questions on the impacts of caregiving. So there was a series of like 5 questions, and then we had to, Jalen and I, my son, had to write out a few scripted questions on how caregiving has impacted us over the years. So a few pictures were chosen, so we're on that video.
You guys are famous.
Or infamous. No. Okay.
We are doing well, Bill. Thank you for asking. Back again. Happy to be here. Healthy, happy, you know, all that stuff. Just kind of...
Hi, Peter.
Hello, Peter.
Wow, you're watching? What's a privilege.
Why wouldn't he watch?
Because he doesn't watch.
How come?
Well, I'm sure he watches after, but he never live. He's catching us live.
Okay. Well, welcome. So, first and foremost, let's get this out in the open. So, the book that Karen wrote, Alzheimer's, What They Forget to Tell You. This is the book that she wrote. And her mama, my aunt, on the cover. It is a definite grab or must read for anyone that is interested in this disease or currently going through this journey themselves, whether it's an early diagnosis of a loved one or something that you've been dealing with for years. It's just a really great reference and a great book to have in your library and to take in and you know, even gift somebody with this, because it's a really great thing to have. A lot of valuable information inside. You can get it at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Chapters, Indigo. What else? In her inbox.
Oh, yeah. Directly.
Yeah, so if you want a signed copy, you can DM her, and you guys can organize that together.
Oh, it might be available very soon, working on it, in Trinidad. In
Cool.
bookstores in Trinidad.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's out of the way. Next.
So getting back to the National Caregiver Day, I wanted to talk about what an actual caregiver is.
Hi, Darren. How are you?
And because I think there's a bit of a misconception on what a caregiver is. So people automatically assume a caregiver is obviously you take care of a loved one that is ill or has dementia or whatever, disability, or a child. It covers a lot, right, of different areas as a caregiver. However, a caregiver is someone who's paid. So technically, all those caregivers who are not paid for caregiving are called informal caregivers. So I am an informal caregiver.
Bill, would be an informal caregiver.
Right. Anybody who's caregiving and they're not getting paid is considered an informal caregiver.
And really an angel, because not many people can step up and do that. Well, and it's not even to be cute and all of that. It's really just what it is. Like, not everyone is equipped to be able to take something like this on. It's far from easy, as you know. It's taxing. It can really be overwhelming, to say the least, at all times. It takes a toll on your health, your home, your family, I mean, your job, everything. So it's not a small feat. So again, for people who are caregiving and this is their profession, this is their job. They're getting paid to do this, right? They study this, they go to school for it. People who didn't volunteer for this to happen, but it has happened in their family, they take this on because of their love for their loved one. So there's two different variations there. Just want to make sure that that's clear.
And even though, like, same thing when we were talking about in-home. So, like, yes, I have a caregiver, which now that we know is the correct term, because she's a paid person to care for my mom. But it's not 24-hour care. So you still have to supplement. You're still on call for the supplementary hours and everything else that's involved, because they are just doing hands-on care. So everything else, like medication, getting medications, appointments, speaking to the nurses, organizing the care, is all on you. So it's still, and it's not paid. It's not a paid position. So keep in mind. So, like, National Caregiver Day brought, there was a video, and it brought up a lot of things that I've, like, forgotten along the way because it was so long ago. So, you deal with trying to balance a job and trying to balance being a parent, because it's not my son's fault that his grandmother is ill, and he deserves a mom too. But it's how do you separate those and compartmentalize those roles? And it was very challenging, trying to figure, like, not take your stress out on him, right?
Because still give him what he needs.
He needs a lot of attention, because he was a newborn when my mom was diagnosed. And at the beginning, if anybody doesn't know about this disease, the beginning stages, like, is the most challenging, like the wandering, the questioning, the
confusion, the anger, the emotion, it's all over the place.
Crying, sure. And aggression, the aggression especially. And it's like a blur to me, and I haven't reread my book just because of that. I don't want to relive it, because it was very traumatizing. Some parts of it were. And I did suffer from depression. So all of those things kind of came at me yesterday, where I was like, oh my gosh, I had to take antidepressants. Like, it's a lot.
It's a lot.
This person who was talking yesterday, and I'll put the link in after, he, was talking about his marriage, how it took a toll on his marriage, same as me. And there's like collateral damage being a caregiver that nobody talks about, because it's so stigmatized, and you kind of feel guilty in one respect of talking about it, because it's still your parent,
right?
So you feel bad about it sounds like complaining when you're not. You're just
venting.
And you're telling the truth, like, this is a fact,
right?
He hit everything. It was like he had an 8-minute video, but he hit everything that I had gone through. So having trouble sleeping, taking antidepressants, and then that making you kind of spacey. So then affecting kind of like your work, right? Because you're just so monotone. You have no motivation to do anything. So I don't know.
I think too, what would be great, maybe after this whole live feed is finished, we can post the link in the comments so people can actually click on it and just take it in themselves.
I think it's a great 8 minutes, and it's 8 minutes of your life, but it hits every single point of sort of like a day in the life of a caregiver. And God forbid if that should happen to you, what some people might be facing, and how you can probably connect with a person who's going through this. And so when we were talking, Wendy and I did look up some stats because, I have to, right, I have to be evidence-based. And it was crazy. In 2012, Stats Canada said there were 8 million people in Canada caregiving.
And that number's only going to increase as we go because our parents are getting older, right?
And this is like children to anybody with a disability, but most of it they found were aged parents. That's what they said, like out of that stat. So think about it.
Mm-hmm. Don't forget about having other people understand because of the 2 signs.
Yep. So, that's alarming to me. I didn't even realize it was that. And it says among these family caregivers, 39% primarily cared for a father or mother, and 8% a spouse. So father or mother.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind. So chances are you will be like me, the sandwich generation. Yeah. Yes, Bill. So Bill is, I hope you don't mind me saying, but Bill, he's caring for his mom and he's an only child. So it's same type of thing, even though I'm not an only child, but my brother resides in Trinidad. So the care fell on me because my mom lives with me. And Bill's going through the same thing, and he's at the beginning, so it is very, very challenging. And then you start feeling really guilty. Like you feel like you're not doing enough, or you feel resentful. Like these are all real emotions, and they're valid.
Yes. Yeah.
So you shouldn't feel bad about feeling that way.
Going through a lot of what you were talking about right now.
Yeah.
It's so very, very hard.
It is hard. I can't explain. I wish I could tell you it's not, and I wish I could say there's an easy way, but unfortunately, the only way is through it. And
so I guess to hit that, I wanted to see the time as well, but I guess to hit on that note, since we just kind of, got to that, were there any tips that you can really give to somebody like Bill or anybody else that's going through something like this, early stages, mid stages, and it doesn't matter what stage because it's all difficult. But I mean, now that you can look back in hindsight and say, okay, I learned as I was going along, but now if I had my time back knowing what I know now, this is what was really effective, this is what was ineffective, this is what I should have done more of, this is what worked really well doing. Like, is there anything like that that sticks out in your mind that you could give a tip like that to Bill and say, okay, stick to routines or stick to, whatever tips that you may have just having dealt with it one-on-one the way that you did?
The unfortunate thing about Alzheimer's, especially considering there's several different types of dementia, and again, Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. Dementia is the umbrella. Alzheimer's is just the most prevalent one, but people can get different types.
Like Parkinson's and
right,
yeah, okay.
And there's vascular dementia. Like there's just different types.
Yeah.
So it makes it even harder to say, like, okay, well, this is what you should do, because you might not. Remember we discussed the stages. There's about 7 stages. It could all happen in one day,
right,
except for the end stage, obviously. But I mean, it's so. Okay, so we have a question. Darren saying, at what stage would you recommend full-time care? When it becomes a danger. Like, so with my mom, she used to go to the day program to supplement the time.
So the day program is what, like a daycare for people going through this disease?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Their Alzheimer's Society will have day programs, and even certain long-term care homes will have day programs.
So activities, things for them to do,
right,
socialize. Okay.
Right. But if your parent is beyond that point, like my mom became, so my mom was in the day program for 3 days a week, and then I would try to supplement the hours and work. I don't even remember. But we didn't have a full-time caregiver at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend, if your parent cannot attend a day program, like they're too far gone, because sometimes, like there was a time where she couldn't go, like it didn't make sense. She wasn't getting anything out of it, and it was more disruptive.
Right.
So when it becomes like that, I would suggest full-time care.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
And then just going back to what we were talking about before the question, just tips or anything that you can remember. I know it's such a broad question, and I get it. I mean, it's like, I always kind of think about if you're being diagnosed with cancer, there are just so many hundreds of different types in that scope of that word that it's really difficult to just pinpoint one thing to do. So I know it's a generalized question, but I also know too that I guess within this type of disease, there are characteristics that are just similar to Alzheimer's that might help somebody that is going through the beginning stages, that losing their mind, going, what am I supposed to do? How do I finish this? How do I organize this? How do I deal with this? It's tough. So, if there's any kind of insight that you can...
Well, I do remember because a large part of the behavioral, the reactive behavior, so like aggression or whatever, it comes from confusion. So a routine is necessary, just so that they feel comfortable in their environment. Because remember we spoke in previous podcasts, they'll say, I want to go home, I want to go home. But it just may mean that they're not familiar. They're getting scared, they're stressed. So a comfortable environment that they're used to and a routine. So because once they have a routine, they could help, right? You can get them to help you. At the beginning, my mom used to like to sew everything. So, just anything that that they like, and a routine. Every day it's the same day. We had a schedule. So we had a care plan. So it was 8 o'clock, this is what happens. 8:30, this is what happens. Toileting happens at the same time. Showering happens at the same time. Everything was like a
routine.
Yeah, it was really, really militant and
well,
regimented.
And to keep you sane as well.
Yeah, so that
everything
I knew.
Is,
right, and especially eating, right? Because that could take long, but everything has to happen at the same time.
Okay, that's a good point. Mm-hmm. Hope that helps. I know that, again, just like Karen said, that each situation is unique and different, and there's no encyclopedia definition on how to do this. So you do what you do to get by.
And keep in mind, my mom, which is another, I guess we always use that word with her, anomaly, but she just has Alzheimer's. So it could be different for a lot of other people who have other health concerns.
Alzheimer's plus.
Right. My mom never has had any other health concerns other than Alzheimer's. So I don't know. Obviously, it's fortunate if you want to. I always say I hate using the word fortunate when it comes to this, but I would have to say I'm so happy that that's all she has. I don't have to deal with other things on top of that. So, yeah.
Okay. So, good. All right. Mm-hmm. So we're getting closer to the date where you have to take off and do your fabulousness around the world. So is there anything that you wanted to show? She gifted me on Easter with this.
Because I'm so nice.
Well, sometimes, but yes, she is. Alzheimer's bracelet. It's really pretty. My daughter wants it, and I'm like, hands off.
No, because she's gonna lose it.
She's not getting it. It's on my wrist.
Or it'll be in a million pieces on the floor.
Yeah, that's pretty much that. That's exactly how it would end up. But yeah, so we got these nice bracelets, and again, merchandise that is available. Some hats and some shirts. We're working on the mugs. We're working on a couple of other things so that all proceeds will go to helping Karen with her travel expenses. So hit us up in the DM if you want your own custom fit or color or whatever it is that you're looking at. We can definitely help you out in that area. What you got? A bag of goodies?
Dylan stole my beanie.
Aw, that was a nice beanie.
Yeah, but he wants it. So
give it to the boy.
My son. So
yes, give it to the boy.
He has preferential.
What you got there? Yes. I like the color. Color's
this
really
one's
nice.
Good. Mm-hmm. I like it. So this is the logo. Can you see? It's pretty cool.
Right. Yeah, it looks good.
And then there's the hashtag, what they forget to tell you.
Yeah. So those are available.
Snapback, or you can get fitted.
Snapback. That was not called for.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right.
It's all right.
No
we have
problem.
our moments. I have my moments too.
Right.
I embrace my moments. It's what we do.
And my friend Peter helped design the hat and the logo.
Awesome.
So,
Okay, shirts available. Again, yeah, we gotta do the mugs. I want my mug.
all right, we'll get the mug going.
All right, so we're gonna cut this short this week.
I felt like it's kind of like we didn't even crack a joke. I found it was kind of like dry this
Well,
week.
to be honest with you, I find outside to be highly disrespectful today, and I think
See,
that.
thank you.
I'm just saying.
The hurricane.
Yo, listen, I went to go pick up my kids.
It got me so angry. Like when I came, did you notice
Yes.
No, don't. No, I forgot. Nothing.
I wish I had taken a photo of when she walked into my home.
Nothing.
Because I went from, what happened to you? Her hair was like this. She was missing a sock. She had 14 bags on her shoulder. And I don't know, she just looked very disgruntled and mad. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what I felt like
She goes,
hours ago.
Why are you barefoot?
She came in with one sock. I'm like, what?
Because I wasn't bending down. I was so mad. Not bending over.
And that's exactly what she said.
I'm like, no.
So I had a good laugh. But yeah, I don't know what's happening here in Ontario, Brampton, wherever we are here. It is disgusting outside. And I think whoever turned winter back on needs to be severely punished. Because it's just, again, I'll use disrespectful. It's damn disrespectful outside.
Rude.
Really bad. So
Rude.
yeah, I'm not impressed. I went to pick up my kids, came home, and was very happy to hibernate. Ordered a pizza. I'm like, I'm not even cooking in this nonsense. Someone's going to come here and deliver food. So I'm sure Karen was still very beautiful.
No,
Well,
I wasn't.
Bill,
Trust me, Bill.
it wasn't
It
her
was a sight
finer
for
moment.
sore eyes.
Yes, but it's okay. She cleaned herself up. We're okay now.
Literally, what did the wind just blow in? That's how it was.
I was like, what happened to you? Yeah.
I was mad.
At everything.
I was vexed.
Thank you, Darren. I'm glad that you found it informative. This is why we're here, you guys. Just trying to, reach out and touch one person, one story at a time.
Like, if I can help, like, this is 18 years. I'm a veteran.
What was with the gangster? Like, why are you gangster right now? I'm not sure. Like, what's happening? Okay.
Because it's 18 years.
Doesn't Kanye have a song?
Yeah, 18. But that's a gold digger. I'm not a gold digger.
You're a goal digger. You see what I did there? You see what I just
awesome.
did there?
That was awesome. I like that. I like that. Okay. That'll work. You can work on that. You want to do a theme song?
No.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna wrap it up, and we are gonna say adieu to all of you.
You know what? I got an assignment back.
Okay.
My first assignment for this new course. 95% pissed.
You are just slacking.
I was actually mad.
Damn disrespectful.
I was yelling at my computer screen.
Okay, we're gonna cut this because this is what I have to deal with, and you guys shouldn't have to be subjected to this madness. Okay, madness, crazy, like the way her hair was when she walked into my house. Yeah, with one sock.
Literally was like that. It was it was like that.
We will see you guys next week. If there's any comments, questions, concerns, anything.
Yeah, like if you have any questions prior to, it's every Wednesday we do it. Just let us know and we can talk about it.
Or call in, or...
Yeah, if you want to call it, we can start taking calls. Yep. We'll put Wendy's phone number like across the screen for everyone to...
Yeah, that's going to happen. Why don't we just do that now?
Maybe we need to rethink that.
Why don't we just do that
Because you just
now?
said we can call in. Call in where?
Well, they can say here, I'd like to call in, and then I'll be like, okay, so let me just... And then, we can just do it up. I don't know, guys. We're just... Oh, boy.
We need to rethink this.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, one of them days. And I'm sure everybody else is feeling the same. So we're going to cut it short.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure. We're grateful for all of you guys that take the time to tune in and support us, comment and share and do all of that jazz. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it does not.
Oh, yeah, please share. Share.
Appreciated. We do appreciate you all of you. till the next time we see you next Wednesday. Let us know what we can talk about, or if you have any questions or concerns, and we'll cover it. Okay? So, anything else?
No.
Be blessed, stay blessed, stay
Focus.
warm. Stay warm.
Can't.
Madness.
It's freezing.
Yeah, don't put your winter stuff away just yet, because I think we have another week or two of this craziness, and then we should be smooth sailing.
I don't put my winter stuff away until I go outside and I can literally wear shorts.
Be blessed. Stay blessed. We'll see you next week.
Why are you whispering?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, be blessed, stay blessed. We'll see you next week. Bill. Bye.